Going way back to the time I got out of school, I started with a stock brokerage firm, and I was the young guy in the office, but I came in earlier than anybody else. I stayed later and I worked harder, so I focused and I executed. And so I've tried to carry that into the future, and I tried to look for other people who also focus and execute. And if you do that, the sky's the limit. Goes back to 1972. My family had a 25% interest in a Ford dealership called Midway. We'd have people come into our Ford store with $2,000, $3,000 down, want to buy a $5,000 car. So we extended them credit, and we were one of the first dealers to carry their own papers. So we gave it a name, we called it Westlake. We've been growing almost every year. We've had good profits, and I just have a lot of fun. I get treated with respect in this building. And I get up every day and I'm enthusiastic, and I'm usually the first one in the office.
Westlake Financial Services is a technology company that really focuses in auto finance.
We are the #1 privately owned finance company in the country.
Westlake is very unique in how they operate in the financial space.
It's currently about 55,000 dealerships in the country, and we're getting deals from about 5,500, so 1 in 10 dealerships are sending us a deal.
We've got a $3 billion portfolio. We've got various subsidiaries. We've got almost 1,300 employees.
We're going 33% this year in volume.
We're doing some very exciting things that we've never done before.
We've really changed the way our employees think about the customers. So we make sure that we're meeting the customer's needs as much as we possibly can.
Before we were thinking proactively into solutions and not like very rigid.
I think a lot of this has to do with the family ownership and the long-term focus of the ownership.
Because as the portfolio grows, so do the opportunities.
Because if you don't, you can't give people promotions. You can't hire new people.
For the individual, that means different positions, opportunities, openings, and more pay.
I just never imagined that they were going to grow this much and that I was going to learn as much as I did.
Westlake stays ahead of our competition through our people, through our technology, and through our passion.
We marvel at how much technology-based we are. We talk to competitors. They always say Westlake is just so much further ahead technology-wise.
We want to service the customers in a most compliant fashion. So what we're doing from a technology perspective is automating a lot of stuff within the application, so that way the agent right away knows what they can or cannot do from a compliance perspective.
We have processes in place that allow us to give the customers correct information they need. We're able to help solve customers' problems as quickly as possible, and implementing the technology has allowed us to work faster for the customers, give them what they need quicker and more accurately.
People understand when someone talks to them, and someone understands their problem, and they try to help you and go through that whole cycle. That's a very different experience than just the technology piece. So yes, you're right. There's a technological piece and there's a human element, which we focus on a lot.
We have a culture that I don't think any outsider would expect to find in such a large finance company.
We have our core values, right? And it's people, purpose, and passion.
Well, they have to be passionate and they have to love their work, and they have to know how to focus and execute. They need to know their purpose.
Our agents in customer service, their quality is #1. So they have to make sure that the customer is getting everything they need, and that we're a positive reflection of Westlake.
But we put a lot of effort and training to all our customer service agents and our collection agents on how to treat the customer. At the end of the day, they're talking to the customer. They need to be respectful. They need to talk to the customer in a nice way. At the end of the day, these are customers that we want to keep. These are customers that we want them to come back to Westlake. These are customers that we want them to put out good reviews out there. That's our goal. That's what Westlake's goal is, to keep the customer service up there, at the same time trying to keep the business in line. Collections is a tough business, right? We have a contract with the customer, but at the same time we treat them with respect, and we have a lot of tools to help the customer.
So we believe in our people. The people are the ones that make the difference.
So we always try to lift people's game, motivate, incentivize.
When I first arrived here at Westlake, I realized did care deeply about one another as human beings.
Everyone's just willing to help one another, and if someone's struggling, you have someone that step up and say, I could help you out or I could give you some tips. And I think that just makes our department and the company much more stronger.
It sounds cliche, but we really are like a family here.
We do have a lot of passionate individuals here.
Grab the ball and run with it.
But there's always something new. There's always something that's going to be different each day. It's not going to always be the same.
I'm as excited as it was the first night I walked in.
We have a purpose, and our purpose is to grow year over year.
If you can lay that out and get them enthusiastic, it's a win-win. They'll be happy, they'll make good money, and the company will thrive.
I think one of the biggest motivators here is to have fun.
You're in a place that is motivating, that is high energy.
We want our people to be very happy here.
I'm always excited to come to work. Yes.
Because at the end of the day, you're spending more time at work with people you work with than you really are at home.
Definitely what makes it more fun or makes it better is the environment.
Do a lot of different events, whether it's a Dodger game. We also have celebrations. We have a very big holiday party, if not the biggest in Los Angeles County.
Employee of the month.
We also have a gym on the 3rd floor.
We have bikes.
People can just take the bike and do whatever they want with it. You have to bring it back at some point.
So our employees can go out during their lunch, before or after work, and just go out for a ride.
I see people ring that little bell going down Wilshire. I think that's a fun thing.
More than anything, I can guarantee that you're going to have a good time working here.
So we offer a lot of benefits for our employees, and one of those is investing in our ESOP.
It offers the ability for employees to actually buy stock within the company and watch it grow.
Growth means more money for them.
And in that fund, I think we have $100 million.
You're now not just someone that walks through the doors, you're a part of it all.
A lot of people within the company have actually taken that opportunity from inception, from actually being hired, to the point where now they're all millionaires and multimillionaires because of that.
So that basically means the employees are our partners, and we're in this together.
People who give us a lot of years and have helped us be profitable and strong and large, that they're rewarded.
The thing I'm most proud of is really just our culture and our people, and the ability to really think that we can change things and do things different.
If you have an idea that's going to allow Westlake to grow, we want to hear about it.
If you have something that you want to suggest or an idea that you might think could work and could help, they'll pay you for that idea.
Well, we'll give up to $10,000 for an idea to one of our employees, whether it's saving money or growing a product.
We want feedback from employees. We want people to communicate with one another. We want them to talk to each other. We have an open environment.
Everyone sits in a cubicle. The communication is instant.
I sit at a cubicle. If I had the opportunity to get an office, I wouldn't take it.
I would say my cube is probably smaller than some of our other supervisors in other departments.
You don't feel so separated from the moving parts of the company that makes us successful.
The open environment to me is really nice, especially being new to the company. I've been able to meet people a lot faster.
The owners are here every day and they're accessible. I mean, not a lot of companies that are this big have that.
Westlake is a fantastic place for those that, want to voice their ideas, those that want to grow with the company, those that want to be a lot more than they are today.
I've been here for over 18 years, so there's a lot of growth, there's a lot of potential.
Here, you have an endless opportunity to learn and grow.
If you work really hard, you can easily move up the ranks.
See, that's the cool thing about it. This company really supports your development, not just as a person, but as an employee. There's always opportunity here.
The reason why I think Westlake is the best place to work, not only in auto finance, but we're really trying to make Westlake the best place to work in Los Angeles.
If you're thinking to come to work for Westlake, I would really strongly recommend it.
The people that come to work here and those that, that should come and work here are those that want to have an experience, not a job.
When I get up in the morning, I am excited to come to work.
Every day, there's never a dull moment.
When I left my previous company, they told me I was making a big mistake. And I wish they could see me now. 10 years later, I couldn't be happier. This is a great company to work for.